Hello, my name is Myron Massey, and I am presenting my first and second mechanic. This is my first one, which is a magnet, which basically moves these push blocks, which, when you hit a button tile, changes its direction. I covered this last time in the other video, but this time I added a second mechanic um, that was created, or first thought up of, by a developer named Tristan Arnold, and I wanted to incorporate his mechanic with mine. And as you can see here, what it does is has a block, which I call the light block, and it moves the it emits light on the darkness tiles. And obviously, if you hit the darkness tiles, you die. If you're in the light, you're not dead. So I'm trying to get through this. I don't know why I made these difficult on myself. Well, and we got this one, which is kind of tricky. If you do it wrong, gotta start over. Alright, there we go. So that's basically both tiles working in action with each other. Alright, and this is how the darkness tile works. First, this is how it looks. It's basically just a plane, and it's black. For the light box, it's just a white box. And for the wall, which also is incorporated into this, which I forgot to mention, but what it does is if it's near a darkness tile, it is invisible, so you can't see it, and it looks like it's part of the darkness. And you need the light block tile to see it. So basically I added a plane in here so that when it's invisible you can still see it looks like it's a darkness tile. And how it works, first we go here, the event tick, and if it's lit, which is based off of the color of the tile, if it's lit and true, reveal the tile walls, which is this, which takes the plane, the dark one, and then turn it to light, and then calls this function or event, which is reveal the walls. It gets the neighbors of the darkness tile, gets the tile wall, and then sets their visibility to true. And then for this one, it's a little bit different. When it's hidden, it changes it black to the black, so it's dark, and then conceals the walls. So when they're dark, does the same thing, but turns off the wall cube, which is this, so that you can no longer see it. After that, we go to hide walls. Basically, it gets all actors. For all the darkness tile actors it gets their neighbors, and then off of that, there's a for each loop for the tile wall. And cast walls hidden, which is inside the tile wall, which basically does the same thing as the other event, which just turns off its visibility. And that's it for that. We go to event enter. We have two events, light move with box and killer box, or kill player. What kill player is, it checks to see if the darkness tile is entered by the player, and if it is, it casts to the tile game mode and resets the map if the light is off. If there is light, then it doesn't kill you. If there is light, it doesn't kill you. If there isn't light, it does. And then light move with box takes you down to this one, which basically calls these two, which is where most of the functionality is. Hide tiles takes you into the light box, where you get all the actors, loop it, check if it's lit. If lit is true, turn it to false. If it is false, get all of the darkness tile's neighbors, loop that, wall, and then get wall hidden again. And for lastly, most complicated part is light tiles around light block, which basically is what lights the blocks around the light block. You get the light block's current tile, its neighbors, and you loop that to the darkness tile, see if it's lit, and then you play this sequence, which requires this. So basically what it's doing is it's getting the neighbors of the tile that you're currently on, you find its directions, and then of that direction, you get that direction's neighbors as well. And I'm trying to find each tile specifically. So for the tile right of the current block, you want to find the top right one, which basically is the same thing but for up. So right of the current tile that the block is on, and then go up. Check it to be light or lit, and do the same thing for the bottom tile. And same thing for the far right tile. So this one checks right, the other one checks up, and then the one after that checks down. And basically you do the same thing for left, which is the exact same thing, except for the left tile, not the right tile. And for up, you only want to do up again. So get the current tile's neighbor, and then of that tile, get that one's neighbor as well. Set it to light, and same thing for down. Do the same thing, but in the down direction. For the casting, after that, you obviously cast it here using current tile, cast to the darkness tile, and set that to light as well. And I think that is everything. Yes, that's everything. That's how the darkness tile works. Pretty fun, pretty cool. Tristan had a really cool idea, and I had fun making it work. That is all.